Okay, hold up. All right, cool. We live.
God.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Real quick, as you can see in the title, we're just gonna go into it. All right. Concerning your family coming against you, whether it's your parents or your relatives or your woman. Especially for like younger brothers that actually might live under the same roof, all right, as your parents, you live with, whoever the case may be, all right, keep in mind that they will, they, as the scriptures say, man, they will come against you, all right, for the most part, because the Lord said he came to set a man, all right, basically cause division in
Variance.
the household. Yeah, set a man at variance, with his neighbors, all right, those your foes shall be there of your own household. All right. And even us, all right, we're going through that right now.
God.
Okay. Concerning our parental, all right, or whatever the case may be. All right. And it's just a constant, hearing it over and over again, just straight up, so basically straight up demonizing the truth, demonizing the men of the Lord, and the propaganda through fear, especially through the mother. All right, it's really sunk in. You know why? Because the scriptures tell us, all right, about the female nature. Okay, especially when things get serious, they go into that state of emotion. They run or literally run on emotion. All right, and emotion is a characteristic of the flesh. All right, as we deal with the spirit, all right, we deal logically, which we're going to get examples in the scriptures of that. We deal logically through the spirit. They run emotions on how they feel. They're dramatic. They make things up, to get what they want. All right, and that's the Lord has already told us that is how they were designed. Okay, so we should marvel not. All right, when especially when right now is on a quote unquote low level, but when they really have our pictures in the news and all these extra things, man, it's going to be when it says hated of all men. Yes, that includes your mother, your father, your grandmother, your child, your sister, your brother, all of them, man. Okay, they will turn on you, man. Okay, but that's why King David said, "What? When my father, and my mother forsake me, then will the Lord take me up." I believe that's Psalms 27:10. All right, but you got it, brother. If you want to say anything before we get the piece.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much covered everything, but basically, hey, back to prophecy. Back to prophecy, and the Lord prophesied that we're our family, our household, our parents are gonna come against us in this truth. Okay, especially headed towards the last days. And we're living those times right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and we're gonna give a testimony on that. Through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying, and also give you a few examples on men of the Lord who actually had to go through the same thing that we're going through,
God.
and majority of the brothers are also going to go through. Okay, so we're going to start off with Tobit. Okay, Book of Tobit, chapter 5, start off at verse 16. It says, "So they were well pleased. Then said he to Tobias, Prepare thyself for the journey, and the Most High send you a good journey. And when his son had prepared all things for the journey, his father said, Go thou with this man and the Most High, which dwelleth in heaven. Prosper your journey, and the angel of the Lord keep you company."
Right. So what you have is basically Tobit, the father of Tobias, had sent Tobias to go, all right, into another land to go receive money, all right, that had belonged to Tobit, his father.
Mhm.
All right. Now, Tobit had asked his son to go find somebody who knew the land that could escort him there. All right. And that was when, if you read the book of Tobit, the Lord sent the angel Raphael, disguised in the form of a man, to come and be that guide for Tobias. All right. Tobias and Tobit didn't know that Raphael was an angel. All
Okay.
right. When he came in the form of a man. So, like we just read, this is basically Tobit telling Tobias, take care. All right. Go with this man, which is the
Yeah.
angel that they didn't
Well,
know. All right. And everything is going to be good, because thinking as a man, he's thinking logically. He has faith in the Lord. Okay. So everything is fine. But now let's see what happens All right, let's see how his wife, all right, Anna, reacts to that.
It says, so they went for both, and the young man's dog with them. But Anna, his mother, wept
Mm,
and said to Tobit, why hast thou sent away our son? Is he not the staff of our hand, and going in and out before us?
yep. So what was the first thing? She got emotional. She started crying, even though, all right, well, when you look at it, right, this was a woman that was the wife of a man of the Lord. Okay. But even still, it's female nature, it's by design. All right. To be, especially as a mother, all right, to have your kids in any form of danger, you'd rather avoid it all.
God,
See, Mary would have rather Yahweh not even go on the cross. All right.
Mhm.
Even though, all right, it was the will, she would have been like, hell no, no, no. That's my son. I don't want him anywhere near none of that. As a mother.
God.
Okay. So it's the same thing here with Anna. She started crying, she's weeping, and you can imagine her basically railing onto Tobit with tears, you
God,
know.
God.
Yeah.
And we would understand too that there's a part that makes it a little bit more difficult, but we have to be in the mindset of Yahweh Shai, because as men, you you don't want to see bad things happen if you have a sister. You don't want to see bad things happen if you have a mother. You don't want to see bad things happen with your woman. You see, as men, we're always protective of females. So seeing your mother, shed tears or cry or be all stressed out, as a man, it kind of hits you because you're like, damn, I don't want to see you go through this, but that's why you have to have that spirit of sternness. Like, nah, we think bigger than this. Like Yahweh Shai, you thinking bigger than that. So it makes life much more easier. You understand what this is all about.
Right.
But if you stress out like, damn, they're gonna do this to me. My mom is gonna do da da da. Your mom is not gonna understand. She's not gonna think spiritually, especially in the times of stress. Oh, forget about it. You see, it's not in their nature to do that. So you
Right.
can't really worry about what your mom is thinking because she's not going to think according to what you wish for her to think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and right now it's just the beginning of it, It's just the beginning of it. So hey, you got to buckle up and really understand that it is going to get worse. But who do we trust in? We trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to justify us.
That's right.
We know what we believe in is true. All right, so we have to continue in that, man. Keep going.
It says, "Be not greedy to add money to money, but let it be as refuse to respect our child. For that which the Lord hath given us to live with doth suffice us." Hey,
Mhm.
and that's what we're going through right now. Mom is like, "What else are you looking for in this world? You learn the Bible, you know the Bible. What else do you need to? Why do you keep going back there and standing out there and dealing with these people?" And then you explain to her, "Look, just knowing the Bible is not enough. You have to go out there and teach it as a prophet. It's not for everyone." He's like, "Oh, no, 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 you already know the Bible. Keep it to yourself." You see? So she's not going to understand. She's in her mindset of like, you being on the record, you being
In the system.
the system is going to affect your school, it's going to affect your future job, and all these different things. You see, their minds is still here. They're not freed in the mind. You see, they're not looking up. They're not looking up to the kingdom. You see, they're not. Their minds are not prepared for that. You see, so we that our minds are prepared for that. It's like, yo, don't you see what's going on? Like, this place is on its last legs. Like, there's no such thing as, oh, when 5 years down the line, you're looking for a job, you're not gonna find a job because you're on the record. Like, like, nah, we're not thinking like that. You see, so it makes it easier to go through all these things. But for them, they're thinking like they're like, nah, you know.
Right.
Continue. It says, then said Tobias to her, "Take no care, my sister. He shall." Then said Tobit to her, "Take no care, my sister. He shall return in safety, and thine eyes shall see him. For
Mhm.
the good angel will keep him company, and his journey shall be prosperous, and he shall return safe." Then she made an end of weeping.
Yeah, see, because Tobit, all right, had faith. All right.
Mhm.
However, Anna, being a woman, being a female, all right, uh, uh, um, uh, what's that? What's that? Faith, meaning faith, going back to faith, and I think feminine? Yeah, feminine, right? That's
Mhm.
without faith or minus faith,
Uh,
you know. So basically, her being a feminine or being a woman, all right, that's it's, you can't really exhibit faith on a certain level.
uh,
Yeah, you have women that believed, okay, but keep in mind that it's the battle between their emotions and their faith is stronger. All right, because with us, the Lord has designed us that way. Okay, and that's why the scriptures say, to you old men do I call. All right, the Lord said, what? The flock of his pasture are with men, because we, as a man, you get things done. That's why the Lord didn't come to Sarah and tell her to sacrifice Isaac. He came to Abraham. Okay, the word of the Lord always came to the men, because we know exactly, like when the Lord said, let us make man in our image. Okay, he made man in his image. Okay, the Most High is not a woman. So therefore, as a man, you understand more. Okay, you can see things more, because just by design, you are closer to resembling the Most High. That's why the head of the woman is the man. Okay, so just like we just read, she got emotional, even though this was the will of the Lord. Tobit understood that. Okay, and he had faith, but his wife, on the other hand, it's emotions, man. So it's the same thing that we're gonna go through now, man. Your mother, your sister, whoever it is, man, they're gonna get emotional. All right. They might understand that, yes, this is in the Bible. Yes, this is written to happen, but emotions take over. Okay. And emotions cloud your sense of judgment, your sense of reasoning. Okay.
Got
it.
Yeah. So we're gonna get another account. Tobit chapter 10. Start off at 1. It says, now Tobit his father counted every day, and when the days of the journey were expired, and they came not.
Right. So after they had gone, there was a set time, that would take the trip that they would take, go, you'll be back maybe in 2 weeks. So now it's like, 2 weeks and some change. Go ahead.
It says, then Tobit said, it says, are they detained? Or is Gabael dead? And there is no man to give him the money?
Yep. So Gabriel is the one Tobit had left the money with. So Tobit's first thoughts were, oh, maybe something held them up on the way, or maybe Gabriel is dead and they're having difficulty receiving the money, because I sent them to him, or maybe something stopped him along the way. He's not thinking drastically. Right? Keep going.
Verse 3 says, therefore he was very sorry. And his wife said unto him, my son is dead, seeing he stayeth long. And she began to bewail him and said, now I care for nothing, my son, since I have let thee go, the light is mine eyes.
That's right.
The light is mine eyes.
Oh, God, exactly. See, so what was the first thing she jumped to? My son is dead.
God.
You know what I'm saying? It's been like, oh, maybe they were supposed to spend 14 days. It's been 14 days and 2 hours. Oh, he's dead. He wasn't here on 14 days on the dot. I don't want to hear it. It's your fault. And now you got to imagine she as a mother, okay, she's probably crying right now. Her voice is shaky. She's yelling at him. It's all your fault. I told you shouldn't let him go. All just for what? All for money? You sent your son to his death just for money? All these different things, getting at him. She said, I don't want anything now. He was the light of my eyes. He was the reason I'm alive. He was my whole world. And now look, man, okay, all because of this, he's gone. No faith. See, where was Tobias? Where was his mind? I mean, where was Tobit's mind? Maybe something happened. I know for a fact that being that the Lord, he knew he was a man of the Lord, and he knew his son was going to be protected by the Lord.
God.
So he trusted in the Lord. Okay.
God, it says, but she, it says, now I care for nothing, my son, since I have let thee go, the light of mine eyes. Okay. It says, to whom Tobit said, hold thy peace, take no care, for he is safe.
Yep.
Okay.
So he said, so he said what? He said, hold thy peace, because he's like, yo, you, number one, what you saying, I'm not even trying to hear that to even think of it as a possibility. Don't worry about it, man. He's good. Okay. But let's see what she said.
God, you could imagine it, because this is Jake. So you could imagine she's just going on and on, and he's just like, oh my goodness, this woman has told me so much. Lady, be quiet, man. I told you he's fine, man. Damn, why you still that And then Jake. So it says, to whom Tobit said, hold thy peace, take no care, for he is safe. But she said, hold thy peace, and deceive me not. My son is dead. Go ahead. He will break.
Yep. So so he's telling her, like the brother said, like she's going on. She's thinking in his mind, all right, what's possibly going on? Maybe they got held up, whatever. And on his back, in the back of his ear, all he's hearing is, he's dead. You had him killed, and all. He's like, and he's getting frustrated. He's like, yo, just be quiet, man. All right, I said he's fine, man. All right, you don't have any faith, okay? Then they hear, you be quiet, man. My son is dead. He told me be quiet. You know?
Yeah, God. Hey, we were saying that, like, we were meditating on that, like, yo, imagine standing there and you see that kind of argument, you be like, oh shit, it got serious. Oh, yo, he just be quiet. Like, I don't want to be a part of this because she might go crazy at me. Like, I say, yo, mom, calm down. You can't talk to him like that. Yo, she might wild out on me, so I'm just never doing nothing. You know? It says,
because you got to keep in mind, man, them demons will jump on you. They'll put thoughts in your mind, you know. And then you getting that spirit of like, yo, that's my son right there, you know, because you know women, they have, you know, it's just as a parent you have that attachment, you know, to your son or your child, you know. So in that state, she's going crazy.
God. It says, and she went out every day into the way which they went, and did eat no meat on the daytime, and ceased not whole nights to bewail her son Tobias.
So imagine that, man. So here it is. You know, I was telling the brother, you know, here it is. Tobit, he's praying. He's probably praying, trying to see what's going on, trying to get some sleep. You know, and all you hearing is your wife just crying. My son is dead. Oh my God. All night. That's all you hearing. And you're like, oh my gosh, you know. And it's like it's starting to get to you. You know, it's like, yo, I told you he's fine, man. All right, now you're trying to kill my faith. God. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you he's fine. The Most High, the Lord, the angel is gonna protect him. But all you hearing is every night she's crying. And in the daytime, she's just sitting out there. She's not eating. She's just, you know. And it's like, damn, you know, because that's your woman, that's your wife. You don't want to see her in that state. But then again, it's like that's that fight, because it's demons that is forcing those emotions to heighten it, you know. But then again, it's like, are you gonna give in, you know, to what she's saying because of her emotions, or are you gonna stand firm, all right, with faith?
God. Hey, and that's beautiful too, because the reason why parents normally go off on us is because they want to have those bragging rights when they're talking to their friends, like, oh, my son did this, my son did that. No parent wants to have their son in the news for quote unquote terrorist attacks and shit. It's like, yo, your son is doing that? That's your son? Oh my God. To a parent, that's like, yo, what? Like, no way. So to them, that's how they're thinking. So they're not being spiritual. You know, to them, this is a negative thing. This is bringing negative attention to them. They don't want none of that. Now, if you were being put in the news for being on stage with Barack Obama or some shit, or LeBron James, as stupid and vain and stupid full of folly as that shit is, they'll be like, yo, man, you see my son? That's my son on the news. My son interviewed to the news because the water was broken and he was on TV. Like, oh shit, let's fucking make a party because of that. But then you come in here and you learn about the truth. All of a sudden, it's like, yo, what you're learning about the Bible is good, but just don't go there. Like, what sense does that make? You know, you're faithless.
Hey, real quick. The brother Shalom to the Akim on the common board. Brother Shapar Itaz 144. He said they're gonna be the first ones to rat brothers out, along with the woman too. LOL. Shalom Gabarim. Yep, that's right. Earth Planet. So they be trying to break up the household, the demons. Yeah. You best believe that. You know, that's their job, because you know demons know that your closest people closest to you are either your family, your parents, your woman. All right, whatever it is. So they'll jump on either one of them that are closest to you to try and get to you in your mind, because they know if a stranger tells you something, it's easy to brush it off. But if your mother or your father or your brother or your woman or your child says something, you take into consideration more. And that's why the Lord specifically said, all right, he that loveth mother or father or son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me, because he knew that we will be put in situations like this, where it's an ultimatum between your family or the Most High. But you have to remember these scriptures, all right? Remember, what did Peter say? We ought to obey God rather than men, all right? Now, we know we are not to dishonor our father and mother, but when it comes to this truth, man, when it comes to serving the Lord, you can respectfully decline, all right, and continue to serve the Lord, man, all right? Because it is a test. And when you read these different scriptures, you get comforted, because you're like, I know, so I'm not the only one going through this, you know? It's by nature. The prophets of old had to suffer it. Tobit was suffering it. Yeah, that's right, brother. Got to stay sober-minded in order to learn the truth. Yeah, you know, the prophets of old suffered it. Even the Messiah, Yahushua, suffered it. We'll get that account. Okay, but these were all written, and that's why Romans 15:4 tells you what, for what was written aforetime was written for our learning.
That's it.
Brother said, but how you know when to leave, or even if you should? Well, that's all through the Spirit. You know, you don't want to make any hasty decisions. You know, you want to be as peaceable as possible. Okay, but if it gets to the point where they say, look, it's either you stay, you leave them and stay in this house, or they're gonna kick you out completely for serving the Lord. At that point, if they kick you out, they kick you out. But don't just, all right, whatever. I don't, you don't agree with me, I don't agree with you. To hell with you. I'm leaving. You know, pray to the Lord and exhaust your resources. You know, use wisdom with it.
Don't show any weak signs or weaknesses, because they're trying to persuade you, okay, to not, follow the truth. Okay, they're trying to persuade you. So if they sense any type of weaknesses, they might be convinced that whatever they're saying is actually working. So that's why you got to be like Yahushua. You got to establish it from the beginning. I'm about my Father's business. What you about? Okay, if you're not about that, then there's nothing to talk about. You make a stance right away, so they know that, all right, you know what, this is it. I guess we have to split, because you on your way, I'm going my way. That's it, But that's all. You got to be in the Spirit to use wisdom.
Yeah, God. If they're not kicking you out, and you're still allowed to stay, yeah, there might be tension. They might not talk to you or whatever, but you still have a roof over your head. You're good. You could ride it out until the Lord. When the time comes where they do kick you out, the Lord will have somewhere ready for you, or He will have some means of taking care of you. So don't even stress it. All right. But you got it, brother. We keep
so, we're going to jump straight to the story of Yahushua and what he went through, okay, as a child, and the truth, all right? There's a book of Luke chapter 2, verse 41. It says, now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. Mm-hmm. When they had fulfilled the days as they returned, as the child Yahushua tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it.
Right.
He you want to go?
Go.
Yeah, he fell back, man. After they were done and they were supposed to go back to Nazareth, he was chilling. Okay, and they were like, "Yo, where's your brother? Where's your Yahushua?" And they're like, "Damn, where is he?" So then it became a big deal. Okay, but check it though. Check it.
Now I was gonna say, before you keep reading, it's gonna tell you, because remember back then, being that wherever they lived, all right, traveling to Jerusalem, because everybody had to come to Jerusalem, as part of the the holy day, okay. Mm-hmm. But they didn't obviously travel solo. It wasn't just Joseph and Mary. Wherever they lived, they probably, Mary probably had friends. You don't know, because they were all traveling in groups. Oh, you had his cousins, his all that, so they traveled together. That's why when he stayed back, they didn't notice right away, because you have other kids around. You have the luggage, you have the camels, the shepherds, the fathers and mothers all communicating, all walking, or going traveling, So, that motherly instinct will kick in, like, hey, is everything good? Where's your Yahushua? Oh shit. Oh, I think he was running around with the kids. Where? Show me. Oh, I'm not seeing him. Oh, Yahushua, where are you? Then they start losing it. You got it.
It says, but they, supposing him to have been in the company, went a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinfolks and acquaintance.
Perfect.
And when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem, seeking him. It came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions.
Right.
Okay, so like for 3 days, you could imagine your mother looking for you for 3 days. Like, she's going crazy. She's going absolutely crazy. So when she finds like, when I see him, I'm gonna whoop his ass. Oh, that boy don't know. She's losing it. And then Joseph is like, relax, lady. I'm too old. I can't. You're moving too fast. Hey, hold on. Somebody hold my stick. I'm here. Like, And the kids are like, yo, come on, we gotta go find that. He's like, yo, somebody go help that man. Help him. I'm looking for my son right now. She's losing her shit. And then he's just like, I told you he's fine. That kid is very smart. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, just wait for me. Hey, hey, kids, move out the way. The old man is coming. What I'm saying? Like, you can imagine that, right? And her is crazy. All right.
Yep.
And then it says what? Asking questions like, hey, you see my son? You seen that young boy? Oh my goodness, you haven't seen. Oh, when I see him, he's going to be in so much trouble. Oh, I'm gonna whoop his ass so much.
Hey, so imagine that for 3 days. You do know damn well she probably started crying. When parents get nervous, then you see tears in their eyes. They're so. Hey, a quick testimony. I was at school, and on my way to class, I saw a mother, which I think she had lost her son within the school. And I mean, when I tell you this lady was going berserk, she was going berserk. Like I'm trying to listen to what you're saying to try and help you. She can't even finish one thought, can't even finish one sentence. He was here and I don't know where. Oh, my son. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my son. Then she's running here. Then she'll come back. Then, please help me. I'm like, okay, what was he wearing? Describe him. It was yellow and yellow. My son. Oh, my son. I'm like, oh, my God, Lord, please. Like, I don't even know if I want to help you now. I can't even help you because you're not just. I kept telling, look, calm down and speak. I can't help you if you keep all this. I can't understand it. So when they're in panic, so many thoughts are going in their minds. Where is he? Is he okay? What happened to him? What if this happened? Oh my gosh, I have to find him. Where is it? All this is going, so they can't even think right. So here they're like, you guys check up north here. You check here. The kids usually play around here. Check there. Ask this person's family. We'll go here. We'll look here. So for 3 days, you got search parties. They're going out. They look, hey, find the boy, man. Find the
boy. You can imagine. She's like, oh my God. She probably got to your house. She's like, you little mother. You got my boy. Yeah. I haven't slept for 3 days. I'm wild. It's over for you, young man. When we get home. Oh my goodness. It says, and it came to pass that after 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions.
Now, it's not talking about doctors. They put the thing in here. They let me see your chest. They put it on there. Okay, you're healthy boy. No, it's not talking about those doctors. It's talking about people who are masters in the law. All right, those who knew it. Like when you have a high degree in this society, they say you have a doctorate.
Okay.
All right, that's what it was. So read that part again.
Okay, it says in verse 46, Luke 2, verse 46, it says, and it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions.
That's it. So imagine that. A young man, Yahushai, in the midst of these learned, scholars, scribes, deep in the law, and he's asking them questions. And for them to have entertained him, a quote unquote child, so to speak, or a young man, to entertain him and actually listen to hear what he's saying, he must have been saying some deep stuff, man. He must have been asking him questions of like, yo, man, that's a good question. Hold up. Yo, you hear what he's saying? Yeah. He's saying, I didn't really think of it like that either. So you said, what was the question again? Yo, listen to this. Yo. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the elder? Be like, yeah, that's the elder. I got a question. So damn that you just asked the question. And he's like, yo, who's this kid again?
Who's the kid?
Yo, sit down. And then you ask another one. And they'll be like, how do you know that? And then he will ask them a question. Then it's like, then they'll give an answer. Then he'll give them the correct answer. They'll be like, technically, this is what it says. Like, yo, this kid, like, you hear this guy? You hear what he said? Yo, so where you from again? And then he's just going, and then now they're like, oh shit.
Right.
Oh, then they're writing notes down, shit like that. So they're amazed because, like you said, back in the ancient times, children understood their place. You see, like, even from where we're from, like, you can't, in the midst of grown men who are professionals at their job, you as a kid, they're not even looking at you. Like, what you want to say that we don't know? So, like you said, he must have said something that's like, yo, you heard? Wait, you know that? Yo, she really said that? Well, I know that. Like, you're gonna go embarrass me in front of everyone. Like, nah. He probably put someone on the spot, and he's like, why don't you answer me that? Because he doesn't know. He ain't got no answers. So he's like, why don't you sit down? You tell me. He says, It says, and says, verse 47, and all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers.
Look at that.
The same thing that we go through. Hey, the Jehovah Witness people who came there to that crib.
Yo, boy, I'm telling you, listen, man. Because Jehovah Witness, they always come to your door. Oh, can we have this? So one time I just got tired. I said, all right, bet. I took my scriptures. I went right there to the door. I opened the door. I said, hey, how you doing? They said, oh, we're doing good. There's an old lady. She had two other girls with her. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So what's up? I'm listening. They saying all these different things. And they're not expecting you to know scriptures. They're expecting to come tell you. I said, oh, word? What about this scripture? So it says that the Lord does this, but you said he did it. So you know what? Read it from your Bible. Reads it. She's like, Yeah, but but you see the say, and she's stumbling, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm just calm. I'm just like, you can read it from your Bible. What does it say? Right. So you giving them precepts, and they're like, yo, who the hell? Like, how do you? So they said, look, we appreciate it. We'll come back next time. Next time they came back, I was at work. Yo, my mom told me they came with a whole armada, a whole troop. They basically brought their whole church. They came with their elders, their men, everybody coming there, to my door, just looking for me like, yo, we came with backup this time. What was that? What would you say? We want to hear this.
That's it. Hey, and I was telling our mother, I was like, look, they're not Jehovah Witness people are not going to carry the whole church to come look for somebody who lives in a regular little apartment. They know that there's a prophet among these. This house right here. Nah, there's something in here that's like, nah. We're going two people coming here. We're gonna get slaughtered. Let's bring the whole church. We'll still get slaughtered, but it'll take a little bit more time. You see, so maybe by that time you get to the 30th person, you might have worn out or something. Nah, these guys on fire.
Right.
And that's
Right.
all the spirit because Yahushua was in the same type of time. Okay?
Mhm.
It says, and when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us?
So you gotta.
And I have sought thee sorrowing.
It's like, so you gotta imagine, right? Here it is. They come to, oh shoot, yo, there he is. But now that whoa, time out, wait. But they know the temple. See, the temple wasn't somewhere you can just walk in easily and just do whatever you want. It's not like a regular church you go into. No, the temple was held in high regard. You had guards in the temple who would guard the temple. So here it is. Imagine that you got your house shy probably in the midst. You got elders and them around him. And they going back. Everybody's listening. They all around looking at the scripture. So seeing that sight, you like, whoa, time out. What's he doing there? And why are they listening? What's going on? So people are amazed, like, time out, yo, isn't that Mary's son? That's Yahushua. What the hell? Damn well Mary did not care. She did not give a flying fuck about any of that. She comes in there, that's my son. His ass is getting beat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. When you read the scriptures, the reason we're wording it like that is so you can picture it, because you got people that read it and just think, oh, she sees him, oh, my son, why is thou done this? Mm-hmm. Like they depict in the movies, also come, why is thou done this? Come on, let's go home. No, number one, you talking about a freaking Jake, man. All right, a so-called Judite woman. She sees her, she's losing her mind, and she sees her son. She's basically about to rail on his ass. You know what I'm saying? You hard-headed, you always doing this shit. Why emotions.
Yep. Look at your dad. He's so old. You got us running around. My blood pressure is out the roof. I haven't slept in the past 3 days. You got me going crazy. You see, what am I gonna do with you now? I'm tired of this. What am I gonna do now, huh? You're gonna fall in trouble. What if something would have happened and then you would have gotten into a fight and the Romans would have picked you up? Now we gotta deal with all this. We don't have to go take you from all this shit. What is wrong with you? Just stay calm and relax. Shit like that. And then what? It says, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, my father and I sought thee sorrowing. Said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my father's business? Okay, so he shut that shit down right away. Like, why are you following me? Don't you know that I'm supposed to be out here doing my father's business? Like, what is so surprising about this?
That's such a young age.
Huh?
At such a young age,
such a young age.
That, like, he already knew. Hey, what did the scripture say? Ecclesiastes 12:1. See,
in your youth.
In your youth, yep. So Yahushua knew his purpose, all right, from a youth, man. And it's sort of like surprising to hear that at such a young age, this is where your mind is at, and it's almost scary to them that they're almost like, I don't know if he's old enough to handle himself, so I have to really make sure and protect him because I want to protect him from himself, because I don't trust that the Lord is guiding him. I can't do that,
Yep. It says, and they understood not the saying which he spake unto them. Yep. So you breaking it down to your parents, telling them, yo, this is part of the scriptures. This is supposed to happen. We're supposed to go through this. Why are you so mad? Like, it's written in the scriptures. To them, what you're saying doesn't compute. To them, it's still like, stay away from all this shit. We have a life that we're trying to live. Stay away. I don't want you to bring no problems to me. So Yahushua was telling her, I'm supposed to be about my father's business. She's like, fuck all that. Come here. You going home with me. Let's go. Leave this shit. We out. She's not trying to hear that.
Right.
And then what? It says, and he went down with them and came to Nazareth, and was subject unto them. So he got grounded. Mordecai got grounded, man. That's what it means when it says he was subject unto them. By his mother kept all these sayings in her heart. Okay, so everything that he was saying to her, she kept it in her heart, man. You know, she understood it. Her heart, meaning her mind. She kept it in the back of her mind that what he said he's about his father's business. So boom, the spirit.
I have a the subject. This is the definition. It says to arrange. In the Greek is hupotasso. To arrange under, to subordinate, to subject, to put in subjection, to subject oneself, obey, to submit to one's control, to yield to one's admonition or advice. It says this word was a Greek military term meaning to arrange, all right, in military fashion, da 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 da. You know, so basically, just like you were saying, he was that little freedom he got. You best believe it was gone.
It was gone.
You know, they told him straight up, you better stay with us every week, stay within reach where we can see you.
That's it.
You know, we're gonna watch everything you do. You're not going off. No more playing with them kids. None of that, man. All right, you're gonna walk with us. You're gonna stay with us everywhere you go.
Yep. And now you can't go to the synagogues. You can't go to the church. You can't go preach nothing. You stay at home. No preaching. None of that shit. And we're gonna be listening to everything you're saying. We're gonna be watching who you're talking to. If I catch you out there again, you're going to really see a different side of me. You really would, young man. You know, it says, and Yahushua increased in wisdom and stature, and his favor with Most High and man. Okay,
look at that. That's beautiful, man.
Huh?
I said that's beautiful.
Yeah, you know, because of what he became grounded. The Most High increased him because now after that, the scriptures really kind of divert from what his life really was from then till, you know, he came back from fasting and all that stuff. He started his ministry. But that shows you, okay, it shows you that even Yahushua went through persecution. He went through some type of hindrance of him being in the truth, you know, and he prevailed. Okay, so it was a test. He prevailed and he made it clear, I'm about my father's business. So we have to be on the same type of time and say, what? No, I'm about my father's business.
That's right. Beautifully said, man. Beautifully said. And guess what, man? As we were listening, you know, getting lectured and all that, all right, for this word's sake, we were just meditating on these kinds of things, you know, and it just sounded exactly as she's saying all this. It just sounds like scriptural talk, like the kind of same thing that a prophet of old's parents have told him, and the prophets have had to suffer it. So we go in the scriptures, we read it, and it comforts us because we're like, this ain't the first time it's happening. We're not the only ones who going through this. It's been written. The prophets of old went through it. You know, that's why they were able to speak from experience and tell you, yes, you will go through this, because it is like a chain reaction. If 2,000 years ago you put your hand in fire and it burns you, guess what? They can write down, if you put your hands in fire, you will be burnt. 2,000 years later, it's the same thing. Okay, so guess what? We will suffer persecution for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's sake, man. But I'll close it out. Well, I'll hit you with this one last precept. All right. This is First Peter chapter 4 verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Because this is not strange. All right. We knew it was going to happen. It's happened before. All right. Verse 13, but rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Okay. So keep in mind, look, man, you reap with Yahushai, all right, or you sow with Yahushai, you gonna reap with Yahushai, man. You suffer with him, you gonna rejoice with him, man. We're talking about being joint heirs, all right, with the Son of the Most High. We're talking about the Messiah, man. Okay, this is what we're looking for, and they don't understand that. Okay, but for both our and their sakes, we have to go through this, you know. And look, just keep in mind all the things Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has done for you. All right, he's done more than your parents, than anybody's ever done for you. Okay, so if he asks you, all right, to go out there and serve him wholeheartedly, man, you owe it to him, all right, to put your heart out there, all right, and really push this word, all right, and endure for the name of the Lord, man. Okay, that's what it's about. Verse 14, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of most of God resteth upon you, and on their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. All right. So that's just the spirit, man. Okay. They speak evil of him because they hate him. They always try to say, what? The world hated him. Okay. So they're just gonna hate us for following him, man. That's fine. All right. But they'll understand later. Okay. Although it might be through regret, they'll understand later, man, that they didn't just speak against us. They spoke against the Most High. They spoke against his men. They spoke against Yahushua, man.
God.
Okay. Nonetheless, it's not the first time this has happened, and it's not the last time this happened, man. Brothers will go through it, but remember, all right, we're all suffering the same thing. All right. And the Most High is watching, and he's ready to deliver us. Okay.
That's
And
right.
that's right. Shalom, man. We back at it again. That's it. But hey, you got anything else you want to add?
That's it. That's it.
Pretty much it. So, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting to the elect. All right, to the brothers out there, sisters, whoever is of the elect out there, man. No matter what you go through, keep in mind it's been written of in the scriptures, man. Okay, and we are to suffer this. So, hey, call hello Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Machakodash. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.